If I handed you $1 million tomorrow, there's a good chance you'd be broke in 5 years. Not because you're stupid, not because you're reckless, because the first things you do with that money are exactly what destroy it. Before you argue with me, let's test it. If $1 million hit your account right now, what's the first thing you'd buy? Take a second seriously. A house, a car, a trip, helping family? Yeah, same. And that's exactly the problem. And I'll prove it to you with real numbers in about 60 seconds. By the end of this video, you're going to see why $1 million is not even close to what people think it is, and why most people turn life-changing money into a countdown timer. Here's exactly how people lose it, step by step. You start with $1 million. First move, a house. Let's say $500,000. Sounds responsible, right? Half your money is gone instantly. Then a car, not crazy, just something nice, $50,000. Now you're at $450,000. Then life kicks in. You take a trip, upgrade furniture, help family, maybe just breathe for once. Another $50,000. Now you're sitting at $400,000. Pause for a second. You still feel rich here, don't you? That's the trap, because nothing you did was stupid. It all felt responsible. Let's slow this down and make it real. You wake up, you check your phone. There it is, $1 million. At first you don't believe it. You refresh the app. Once, twice. Still there. And then it hits you. Everything just changed. That stress in the back of your mind? Gone. That feeling of being behind? Gone. That night you're on Zillow, scrolling, dreaming. This could actually be mine now. You start picturing your life differently. Where you'd live, what you'd drive, what you'd finally say yes to. And here's the key. None of this feels reckless. It feels like you're finally catching up. Like you're finally doing what everyone else already figured out. And that's exactly how people lose it. Because the decisions feel good. While they're quietly draining everything. Here's where everything flips. The problem isn't what you bought. It's what the money was doing before you spent it. And this is the part nobody explains. That $1 million wasn't just sitting there. It was a machine that could produce income. And the second you start spending it, you're not just losing money. You're deleting what it could have paid you forever. Let's make this simple. At a basic 7% return, that $1 million could generate about $70,000 a year without touching the principal. That's not private jets, but that's freedom. That's breathing room. That's options. Now look at what happened. You bought the house. Now you're at $500,000. Your income potential just dropped to about $35,000 a year. Buy the car? It drops again. Here's the part that changes everything. Every $100,000 you spend is about $7,000 a year you just erased. Forever. That $50,000 car? That's not just $50,000, and that's about $3,500 a year? Gone. Every year. Here's what people think happens with $1 million. No stress, no pressure, you're set. But here's what actually happens. Your lifestyle jumps immediately. Your expectations jump. And suddenly, what used to feel like a lot of money starts to feel normal. And normal is expensive. Nobody talks about this part. Property taxes, insurance, maintenance, upkeep. The life you bought starts demanding money back from you. And now you're in a weird position. You have less income, but higher expenses. And that's when the stress comes back. Except now it's worse. Because you had the money. L. Here's the part that should make you pause. This isn't just a theory. This happens all the time. Lottery winners, people who get way more than $1 million, end up broke. Not a few of them, a lot of them. And it's not because they suddenly became irresponsible. It's because they did exactly what we just walked through. They upgraded their life before upgrading their income. They bought the house, the cars, helped everyone around them. And for a while, it worked. It looked like success until the money stopped working and the lifestyle didn't. That's when everything collapses. Because once your expenses are high, you can't easily go backwards. And now the money isn't a solution anymore. It's just a memory. So here's a simple rule you can actually use. If you ever come into money, big or small, do this first. Don't ask, what can I buy? Ask, what would this pay me if I didn't touch it? Even if it's not $1 million and $10,000, $50,000, $100,000. That question changes how you see money instantly, because now you're not looking at money as something to spend. You're looking at it as something that can work for you. And once you see it that way, it's really hard to go back. Now let's flip it. Same $1 million. But this time, you don't spend it first. You invest it. Now that $1 million is generating around $70,000 a year. Now the question changes. You don't ask, what can I buy? You ask, what can this pay for? Your rent? Covered. Your groceries? Covered. Your breathing room? Covered. And the crazy part? The $1 million is still sitting there, working, growing, waiting. One path buys you a life. The other funds it. Wealthy people think differently. They don't ask, what can I buy with this? They ask, what can this pay me every year, forever? That one question changes everything, because $1 million isn't powerful because of what it buys you once. It's powerful because of what it can keep paying you. So the real question isn't, what would you buy? It's, do you want to look rich for a moment or stay free for life?